Welcome to part one of this presentation on preparing for a disaster, brought to you by Iowa Legal Aid. This video is for information only. This is not legal advice. In Iowa, natural disasters happen every year. These disasters can hit us without any warning. In a matter of minutes, your house and belongings can be destroyed. Therefore, it is important to plan for these disasters. The more you can prepare ahead for a disaster, the easier it will be for you to recover. So what steps should you take to get ready for a disaster? Some documents are important and hard to replace. You may also need them after a disaster. You do not want to wait until a disaster is about to happen to gather these items. You want to be prepared now. First, start by checking your insurance coverage. If you own a home, check that your policy has coverage for the type of disasters that happen in Iowa. Remember, homeowners insurance will not cover flood damage. If you are a renter, you should have a renter's insurance policy that covers your personal property if it is damaged in a disaster. Your landlord's insurance policy will not cover your belongings. Renter's insurance will also not cover flood damage. So if you live in a floodplain or an area that can flood, you should also buy flood insurance. You can check your address and risk for flooding by visiting the website listed here. You can also get help finding flood insurance. Next, you want to prepare a disaster family plan. It is important that your family knows how to find each other after a disaster. You should first talk with your family members ahead of time. Then you should pick a place to meet in the event of a disaster. Next, you want to make sure that each member has contact information for other family members. And finally, you want to pick a relative or a friend who lives in another town to be your emergency person. That way, your family members can call that person to leave messages for each other in the event of a disaster. The following websites can help you create a family communications plan. Next, you want to prepare an emergency go bag. The American Red Cross recommends that everyone have a go bag with 3 days worth of supplies. The goal is that when a disaster happens, you can just grab your bag and go. Here are some items the Red Cross suggests that your go bag contain. The following websites can help you create a disaster kit. Remember, you are not alone. Preparing for a disaster can be tough. If you need help, you can contact Iowa Legal Aid or the Iowa State Bar Association for additional advice and tips on how to prepare. If you are a flood survivor and interested in completing a legal assessment with a member of our team, you can contact us at the email listed here. For disaster issues not related to flooding, you can contact Iowa Legal Aid at the number listed here or apply online at www.iowalegal.aid.org.